Day 2 of the National Archery Competition is done and dusted, and things look pretty good with some of the favorites being on target as they show their worth. A couple of them took time out to chat to us. This is your first national competition. How do you prepare?
Well, since it's the first one, you don't actually know what to expect, so it's a learning curve for us. You basically do what you know you can do. Take it from there. You take it easy, you stay calm. You know your basic stuff that you have to incorporate. If you stick to your basics, you'll get there at the end. And as we get further, we'll learn more. Yeah.
Now, which seasoned archer do you have in your eye, and who do you want to beat?
My friend Gabriel is a good mentor, so if I can get up to his standard for now, I'll be very, very, very glad. But in the long term, there's big guys, there's big fish in the ocean, and as a small fish, you want to get there one day. So yeah.
Gabriel, what advice would you have for the youngsters?
I just think that once again, in your mind, you put it so far that it's going to be so difficult to get there one day. It's going to take so long. But this is really a sport where you can excel exponentially. You can really get there within 3 years. It was about 2 years, and I was on the national team. So to do that in golf is going to take much more effort. For the youngsters, I would say just if you can start off young, you've got such a big advantage. I started when I was 30, so for people who started when they were 6, this becomes like part of you, and your mind around it, because of you have it for so many years, it becomes such a part of you that it becomes a natural thing for you. Your way of thinking, the way of doing, all becomes part of your sport. And for the youngsters, I would just say that just keep on doing what you're doing the best you can. Keep at it. You're going to have up and downs. There's going to be big downs and take long to get through them. But whenever you try something different, scores are going to drop. But if you can pick it up from there again, and there's so many other people that you can look at who's doing what and how their performance are. So overseas as well. I mean, we look at people from America. They the best ranked team for the compound archers, and we can really see what they're doing and how they exercise and the effort they put in. Unfortunately, we don't have all the resources they do and can't go to all the shoots they're going to. But yes, they can definitely look and learn a lot. Also over the internet with the media we have today, you can learn a lot just by watching very closely. All
right, thanks very much. Wise words, of course, from a seasoned man there. Now, that's it from us. Good luck, guys. And Seppi Cilliers is talking to some other competitors.
Sarisa Kutsia and Devonique Rousseau. We're shooting the national championships. Devonique, you just returned from the World Indoor Tournament in France, and you did a form change coming into this national championships. Tell me, how's the nationals going for you so far, and how did the form change work out for you so far?
Well, going into the wind yesterday, it was kind of hard with the hinge draw that I started with. It's difficult to get the shot off, and it took a lot of practice to come here to nationals and getting the hinge draw right, because it's a much difficult style to shoot, comparing it to the trigger. But going into scores, it's bringing much more better scores than the trigger itself.
I was watching you shoot yesterday, and you were shooting very well. You're currently ranked #1. Did everything work out yesterday as planned?
Well, the 60 didn't go so well, but going into the 50 and 40, it went much better than it did.
And what's your expectations for the rest of the tournament?
Well, 720, I want to shoot my qualifying for gold squad, and going into the medal matches, I would like to go to gold medal.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Sarisa, all the way from the Free State, you're shooting the recurve in the recurve women's division. How did your shoot go yesterday?
It went quite well, but the wind that was there kind of threw me off on 50. But the rest, I think my score was very good.
Yeah, the recurve is a bow that needs a lot of discipline and practice. And yes. I know you're studying at the moment at the University of the Free State. Tell me, where do you get time to actually practice? How do you make time to practice?
We have a place that we can shoot at the university. So normally I practice about 3 hours a day there. So I'm very
You're working hard.
I'm working very hard on that, and then my long distances I'm practicing at my club about twice or so a week.
And I know you've received your provincial colours and you're very close to receiving your national colours. Tell me your future plans. I know the Olympics is around the corner. What's your plans? Does it include the Olympic Games?
Well, I'm training very hard, so if I make the squad for the Olympics, I would really like that very much. And I'm also currently working with the Olympic team, so the training team. So we're working very hard, training very hard for that, and sometimes I get coaching from Pretoria, Johannesburg via internet to Bloemfontein. So
I know yesterday's was quite tricky with the windy conditions. Did everything work according to plan?
Well, yes. I think my training helped a lot, and my bow was set up good, so I think it will go good today and the rest of the week. So
Well, the two of you ladies are the future of South African archery, and good luck for the rest of the tournament and good luck for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Patrick, ranking round, we shot the ranking round yesterday. Tell me about the conditions yesterday.
Seppi, it appeared, if you looked at as an outsider, that it appeared to be easy conditions, but actually wasn't. The wind was changing direction quite a bit, and especially when we got to the closer distances, as the storm came nearer to us, it became more difficult. If you look at the 50 meters, there wasn't one compound man that shot a 350 score, which usually is a score that 8-9 guys would achieve. So it was quite difficult. Not strong winds, but changing wind conditions. And sometimes that's the worst conditions to shoot in because there's no consistency. You used to allow for the wind from the left, and then it will change 180 degrees, and you'll have to allow for the wind from the right. And that actually made it quite difficult at the shorter distances yesterday, especially the last couple of ends at 70 meters and the whole of 50 meters.
Well, talking about wind, I know you guys shot very well in Turkey, and the wind was blowing like crazy there at the World Championships. Tell me, how did you guys have to adapt with the windy conditions there exactly, the whole team?
Yes, yesterday the conditions were nowhere near as extreme as the ones we experienced there, 50, 60 kilometers an hour winds. But as a team, we practiced that in Turkey. We changed our style quite a bit, gripped the bows, which you usually never do. We put all the weights we had available on the bows to make the bow heavier, not to move that much in the wind. And then I think our main strategy there was to limit the damage by just shooting into the target, not having a miss in a place like Turkey. Now, yesterday was nearly nowhere near as extreme as that. If you look at the scores that the guys have shot, still reasonably good scores. But from an outsider looking in, yesterday's weather was 1400 scoring weather for compound men. But I don't think we'll see a 1400, but we might see in the 90s and high 80s.
Our team was on the line today to find out what went down. Check out our special focus section for more information on the judges and competitors. And if you want updated results, go to www.sanaa.org.za. That's it from me, Shahan Ramkissoon. Take care.